pretentiousness and snobbery and downright prickishness, we will now have a poetry reading, because that's what sophisticated people do in the world. Anna Brodarick and Lindsey Weishur. Weishur? I'm sorry, I butchered your name. Weishur. It's my God.
Yeah.
This one's fine. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, this is.
Alright, hello everyone. So I'm Anna, this is Lindsey, and okay.
We found it.
So I guess you just have to stand a little closer. Okay, well, hi everyone. So Lindsey and I are going to read some poetry for you. I encourage snapping at appropriate times, and whenever you feel like a snap is good. Without further ado, I'm going to start off with, wait, are you introducing this one?
No, you are.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with a poem called Binky's Poem from a little show we all know and love called Arthur.
This is our philosophy for
Oh,
poetry.
yeah.
This is our
Seating life.
philosophy.
Some people say that I can't write a poem, but they're so wrong. I can write a poem. I wrote this one. I wrote this poem, and I gave it the name Binky's Poem. So shut up. The end.
Okay. All right. So this next one is actually just a poem I like a lot. We had to memorize it in 7th grade, St. Matt's. Yeah. And I still remember it. So, departing from the saloons, this one's Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
This is a personal favorite, and it's dedicated to Miss M.K. Norton, called This Is Just to Say by William Flowers Williams. I have eaten the plums that were in the icebox, and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me, they were delicious. So sweet and so cold.
Okay. This next one is basically what I think put the sensibility in Sense and Sensibility of the movie. Sonnet 116 by William Shakespeare. I'm trying to look like Marianne, but that's okay. All right. All right. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediment. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although its height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks with his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even into the edge of doom. if this be error and upon me proved, I never writ, and no man ever loved Willoughby.
Okay, this one's a little more serious. So actually, these are two poems, I guess, that I really like, and I put them together. The first one's called West Wind 2 by Mary Oliver, and the second one is Sigh No More by Mumford & Sons. You are young, so you know everything. You leap into the boat and begin rowing. But listen to me. Without fanfare, without embarrassment, without any doubt, I talk directly to your soul. Listen to me. Lift the oars from the water. Let your arms rest, and your heart, and heart's little intelligence, and listen to me. There is life without love. It is not worth a bent penny or a scuffed shoe. Love that will not betray you, dismay, or enslave you. It will set you free to be more like the man you were made to be. There is a design, an alignment to cry at my heart, you see. The beauty of love as it was made to be. Okay, and this last one is actually like our favorite poem together, and we'll read it together.
We've compressed it a lot. It's called The Love Song of Jail for Prufrock by T.S. Eliot, and if you don't understand it, that's okay. We don't really understand him either. It's just kind of beautiful. His words. He's lovesick, so we're inside his mind and trying to understand his random thoughts. So, just so you know.
And indeed, there will be time. There will be time. There will be time to prepare a face to meet the faces that you meet. There will be time to murder and create, and time for all the works and days of hands that lift and drop a question on your plate. Time for you and time for me, and time yet for 100 indecisions and for 100 visions and revisions before the taking of a toast and tea. In the room, the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo.
And indeed there will be time to wonder, do I dare, and do I dare? Time to turn back and descend the stair, with a bald spot in the middle of my hair. They will say, how his hair is growing thin. Do I dare disturb the universe? For in a minute there is time for decisions and revisions, which a minute will reverse. For I have known them all already, known them all, have known the evenings, mornings, afternoons. I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. I have known the voices dying with a dying fall, beneath the music from a farther room. So how should I presume?
In the afternoon, the evening sleeps so peacefully, smoothed by long fingers, asleep, tired, or it malingers. Should I, after tea and cakes and ices, have the strength to force the moment to its crisis? But though I have wept it, fast and wept it, But though I have wept and fasted, wept and prayed, though I have seen my head grown slightly bald, brought in, I am no prophet, and here's no great matter. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker, and I have seen the eternal footmen hold my coat and snicker. And in short, I was afraid.
And would it have been worth it after all? After the cups, the marmalade, the tea, among the porcelain, among some talk of you and me, would it have been worthwhile to have bitten off the matter with a smile, to squeeze the universe into a ball, to roll it toward some overwhelming question, to say, I am Lazarus, come from the dead, come back to tell you all, I shall tell you all. If one, settling a pillow by her head, should say,
that is not what I meant at all. That is not it at all. And would it have been worth it after all? Would it have been worthwhile after the sunsets and the dooryards and the sprinkled streets, after the novels, after the teacups, after the skirts that trail along the floor, and this and so much more? It is impossible to say just what I mean. But as if a magic lantern threw the nerves and patterns on a screen, would it have been worth it, after all, if one settling a pillow or throwing off a shawl and turning toward the window should say, that is not it at all. That is not what I meant at all. I grow old, I grow old. I shall wear the bottoms of my trousers rolled.
I shall part my hair behind.
Do I dare to eat a peach?
I shall wear white flannel trousers and walk upon the beach.
I have heard the mermaids singing, each to each. I do not think that they will sing to me.
I've seen them riding seaward on the waves, combing the white hair of the waves blown back when the wind blows the water white and black.
We have lingered in the chambers of the sea, by sea girls wreathed with seaweed, red and brown, till human voices wake us, and we drown.
Thank you.